Okay, well, let me show you how I found 101 new COVID grants that were available today, starting today on the 19th, or maybe it was yesterday, but they started the last 24 hours or so, because this is new things on the internet. And you find out about those is by doing a Google Alerts. So I think first you have to have a Google account. That's free. Just go to google.com, sign up for one of those. And then you go to Google Alerts, and that's sort of google.com/alerts. And you'll get something like this. And you just put in what you're looking for, like grants or whatever, and just put show options. And you want it how often? Once a week, once a day, or every time it happens. Okay. Sources. Well, I don't know what all these news automatic, you everywhere until you learn, just put everywhere. Language, you probably want English. Region, you probably want United States. You don't want to play for a grant in Russia. Well, maybe you do. But that's it. And then you just hit create a result. I'm not sure what this is, only the best. That's what I did, and then it's delivered to your email address. So then in the morning, uh, you'll get a list like this, okay? And here from this morning I got was 101 of these things, and all the links you could click right on, and so if you're looking for stuff, here's the kind of thing that's in there. Sure, you get a little garbage you never want or whatever, but it's panning for gold. This is how you have to learn how to use the system. I mean, look at the internet. You want to go on Google grants right now, you'll get 100 billion grants or million, whatever. It's going to be overwhelming. Here, at least you have 100, and they're new. So you're first in line. Like here, okay, here inside higher education. Okay, stimulus grants for college students. Yes, everybody going to college. There's new grants at the college for people to help pay for just daily living expenses while you were a student, and they gave it out to every college. So your college will have it. Make sure you apply to your college. Wayne County, this is in Detroit area, establishes a $50 million fund for small businesses. That's right. So right there in Wayne County, which is if you're a small business, you have access to $50 million. Why stand in line with a million people trying to apply to somewhere in Washington when you go right downtown and apply down there? Here's another. Home grants. Okay, this is they have $257,000 to fix owner occupied homes. Okay, you want to fix your home. I answered two questions today on Let's Go Help. People are looking for money to fix up their homes. Okay, this won't even be in the sources I send these people because this is brand new. It's happening today. That's how you don't wait for yesterday. Alaska small business has become eligible for grants. Okay, that's another one. Spartansburg, wherever that is, that sounds familiar. Spartanburg, Harold Jones, the following nonprofit organizations, we received $13,000. Okay, so they're awarding over $600,000, to organizations. So maybe you're a little nonprofit or something like that. Well, Delaware County has business grants, $7,500. They have a total of $6 million they're giving out in Delaware County. I think that's Pennsylvania or Delaware. I forget. See, all these things with grants. Here, Governor Cooper, I don't know where Governor Cooper is, North Carolina, announces grants to support jobs. Okay, so their jobs. You're looking for a job? Hey, find out where that money's going. Here's grants to small businesses, again, over $272,000 in additional community development block grants. See, that's what a lot of this money goes to: a local organization, a government office in your county, then it's distributed. See, that's why I think you really got to get to know your county government. They're going to know more about these things. Here in Onondaga, Anondaga, wherever that is. Oh, Syracuse. Okay, so that's in Syracuse. 31 small businesses are getting $5,000 a piece. Okay. How are you going to get that? You have to know about it to apply. They're not going to come to you. Here, 300 Michigan small businesses are going to get $900,000. Yeah, they're going to share that right here. Here's another state offering relief grants for marketing organizations. You love to market. Here's a $10,000 grant for marketing people. Statewide grants support local daycares. Wow, you got a daycare center? You want to have a daycare center. Okay, find out about that. And that's a local, this is in Albany area or New Albany. Now, I don't, you have to click on there to find out. Kent County businesses hurt by the pandemic. It offered $25 million in Kent County, wherever that is. Man, that's up to $20,000 a business. $20,000. And you're waiting in line with a million other people to apply for an SBA grant. Man, right in your backyard. Somerville-based organizations get relief grant. 2 grants primarily designed to address the needs of individuals. This is a grant for individuals, and this is in Somerville, wherever that is. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly. Oakland makes available $25,000 grants for ideas about racially just city. You know, we're talking about racial justice and things like that. Okay, the new grants popping up for that. I mean, a lot of big organizations are giving grants like that and everything. So watch out for that. Cambridge Community Benefits Advisory Committee offers grants to nonprofits. See, the special grants just go to nonprofits. So if you're a nonprofit, remember that. 1.35 million in grants to support career training. This is job training grants. So 1.3 1.35 actually, $1.35 million for job training. Looking for a new job? Boop, boop, right there. Okay, here's Fluvanna. Boy, learning all these geographic. They have $350,000 small business grants going to small. 10 pilot grants there. Here's Facebook will offer $450,000 grants to technology inventors. You're an inventor? Facebook has a grant for that. Okay, grants to help current and future homeowners, okay? Home buyers with credit problems. This is a grant for that. And that's in the Journal, Gazette, and Times Courier. Oh, you got to click on that to find out where the heck that is. Grants for small businesses again. Hogan, that's where I live in Maryland. He has grants again. That's the governor's name. Cobb, giving grants to small business. Cobb is Atlanta County down in Atlanta. So if you're in Atlanta area, and these grants, I clicked on that because I have some members that are down there, and it's not first come first serve. So you don't have to worry about it going out by the end of the day. So that's nice. They're finally getting a little smarter on all this. What's another one? Oh, photographers. There's a grant for photographers. Man, $5,000 grants. You're a photographer, want to be a photographer? That's of it. Area businesses get employee training grants. Here's grants, and actually every state has that money now. See, if you have a business, or starting a business, you can get money to train your employees, or the government will even pay their salary while they're learning your business. $400,000 in response fund grants in Southern Illinois. DeBalk County, isn't that Atlanta area too? Federal grant, financial assistance for schools. See, for schools that have a high percentage of children from low income families. So you're low income, your kids are going to school, find out about that because they could get that, or you could get that for them. Community grants go to 39 nonprofits. This is out in Hawaii. Well, listen, here's the time you pack your bags, go to Hawaii, and start a nonprofit because they're giving grants to nonprofits. Boston Foundation announces $1 million in grants. Okay, so that means it's going to individuals. You know, and that's there in Boston. Schools can apply for grants for health and safety needs of students, connecting people to causes. Oh, this is interesting. This is Google grants. Google gives out grants. I bet you didn't know that. Maybe you do. You've been watching me long enough. Where is the Google grants? Oh gosh, I think. Well, Google has grants that they give out $1 billion that they're giving out to people who are nonprofits. And then that, excuse me. Oh, boy, how do you like that? Boy, what a strong guy I am. So that's from Google grants. $1 billion has been given out by Google grants, and that goes to nonprofits. And actually, I was reading that, and they made it a lot easier for you as a nonprofit. There's only like 2 questions to answer instead of 14 or something. Oh, I'm going to sneeze again. I think it's just ginger beer. Sorry. Business interruption grants. I like that. If you had a small business, you know that that was interrupted. Business stabilization program provides grants for job retention. 35,000. Wow, 35,000 for small businesses. Here's $900 million for working families. $900 million for working families, and that's at the Juliet Chamber of Commerce. Juliet, is that Illinois or Indiana? I forget. Julia in Illinois, I think. There's a relief fund. Oh, Airbnb is giving out grants if you rent out your Airbnb. So if you have a, oh, sorry, if you have a, you're renting out part of your home, or you have an apartment or a house or whatever on Airbnb renting out, well, that business went down. Airbnb is giving out grants to the people who are on Airbnb with property. Wow. You going to put up this much longer? I don't know if I can. So they're giving grants. Okay, here's another one. Philadelphia has $100,000 grants for people who want to educate other people in Philadelphia about information and how to survive this. VA small business grants for veterans in Virginia. So you're a veteran in Virginia, and there's grants for you there. Australian kind, you don't want that. Awards for small businesses impacted. $250,000 is available. Arcadia for small businesses that have been impacted by the virus. Nebraska has $1 million in grants for businesses. Linwood, small business relief grants now available. Apply today. See, grants to 3 communities for help support jobs and investments. Here's this: $900 million for rental assistance. $900 million for rental assistance. This is in Illinois. Yep. So that's about San Diego grants. $1.4 million to help with long distance learning. We're doing a lot of that. Child care grants. This is, I guess it's some TV station, WAMB, but it's in there. Boyle grants. See, all this stuff. Here's another $900 million. Small business restart grants were offered by the legislature in Michigan. See, the Teresa, they're passing laws all the time. The elected officials, this is how they're going to get reelected. They give everybody money, right? Okay, so I showed you how to start up these alerts. This is the one, for I'm going to put this copy of this on Let's Go Help, but you could Google it, and it's really putting the date in there, because otherwise, if you're using Google without a date, and the only way I know how to use a date so far is by using the alert, and that's a good thing. So they may pile up for a week on you, but that's worth it, because you got, it's panning for gold. You got to know how to use the system. And that's right. Google's a pain in the ass. I badmouth it a lot, but it also has good stuff. So you got to learn how to use the good stuff like this.